Warframe is one of the most overwhelming games you will ever boot up. It throws you into a space ninja simulator with no direction, no context, and no idea why a robot is yelling at you about the origin system. But despite the chaos, and trust me, there will be chaos, Warframe is one of the most rewarding and genuinely unique MMOs out there. It's fast, it's weird, it's got 10 years of content, and it's free. But if you go in blind, you're gonna uninstall after 20 minutes wondering what the hell just happened. So let's not do that. Whether you're brand new or you rage quit after your first Grineer Exterminate mission in 2018 and decide to give it another shot, this video is your crash course on how to actually enjoy Warframe in 2025. We're covering everything from picking your first frame to surviving the madness of mods and missions, all without info dumping a wiki in your face. Let's break down Warframe without losing our minds. Warframe doesn't open with a cozy tutorial or a friendly NPC guiding you to safety. It throws you into chaos. You're given a choice between 3 frames: Excalibur, Mag, and Volt. And that's it. No explanation, no background, just pick your weapon of destruction and go. These frames are your pseudo-classes, but unlike traditional MMOs, you're not locked in. You'll eventually collect dozens of them, each with completely different powers, roles, and personalities, so don't stress, your starter won't define your future, it just kicks things off. Once you're dropped into the game proper, the confusion kicks in fast. You're on a ship, you've got a weird AI talking to you like you're in a therapy session from hell, there's a star map with blinking lights and no context, the missions, short, disconnected bursts of go here, kill things, extract, there's no big cinematic intro, no journal saying main quest, save the universe, it just assumes you'll figure it out. And for a lot of players, that's the first rage quit. What Warframe doesn't tell you is that all the juicy narrative stuff, the drama, the reveals, the "oh, this is actually good" moments, are locked behind quests you won't even see until you've cleared several planets. The early game is just a slow burn. The real story kicks off hours later in cinematic quests like the Second Dream, but the game never really says, hey, aim for this. You just stumble into greatness after a dozen data mass fetch quests and wonder why the vibe suddenly went from Call of Duty to accidental space opera. And the thing is, that's intentional. Warframe isn't trying to hold your hand. It wants you to experiment, to fail, to get confused, and then get curious. It's part of the game's identity, equal parts frustrating and oddly endearing. You're not just playing a game, you're decoding it. So yeah, the start is a mess, but it's your mess to make sense of. And the moment it clicks, when the fog lifts and the lore kicks in, that's when you realize Warframe didn't abandon you. It just wanted to see if you'd survive the drop. If Warframe has a signature mechanic, it's movement. The game doesn't just let you jump, it lets you bullet jump through a window, slide across a wall, and land in a backflip while headshotting 3 enemies midair. Parkour isn't a side feature in Warframe, it's the whole damn vibe. Once you get the rhythm down, regular shooters will feel like walking through mud. Mastering your movement makes everything smoother, faster, and honestly way more fun. Now, about those missions. Warframe has a lot of them, and they come in flavors, like Exterminate, Spy, Rescue, and Survival. Each one drops you into a procedurally generated tile set with a goal like kill all enemies, or don't screw up this stealth hack. Some are super chill, others will stress you out like you're defusing a bomb while juggling. Missions are short, usually 5 to 10 minutes, but they stack fast, and they're how you progress across the galaxy. Speaking of the galaxy, the star chart is your roadmap. It's how you move from planet to planet, unlocking new nodes and junctions along the way. Think of it like a super chaotic campaign menu where each planet gets progressively harder. Clearing paths on the chart is how you unlock new quests, earn master rank, and eventually reach the cinematic content we talked about earlier. If you're ever unsure what to do, clear the junction goals. They're basically Warframe's soft tutorial checklists. Then we've got all the extra stuff: alerts, fissures, invasions, nightwaves, sorties. These are constantly rotating mission modifiers and events that drop rare loot, special currencies, or fancy cosmetics. Don't worry about chasing them all early on. The FOMO is fake. Just focus on progressing through the star chart and getting your bearings first. But once you've got a few planets down, these events are where the real grind begins. So yeah, missions in Warframe are fast, flashy, and sometimes downright confusing. It's completely normal to not know what's going on in your first 10 hours. That's tradition. Just pick a mission, bullet jump your way through it, and keep going. Eventually, the chaos starts to make sense. Kind of. Maybe. So here's the thing no one tells you when you start Warframe. Your gear is only as strong as the mods you put into it. Mods are upgrade cards that slot into your Warframe's weapons, companions, and even your ship. They boost damage, increase ability strength, give you lifesteal, speed, crit, you name it. A fully unmodded Warframe is a fancy action figure. A modded Warframe is a god. You'll start collecting mods early on from enemy drops and mission rewards, and at first they'll feel like random junk, but soon you'll realize just how busted this system can get. Mods have levels, polarities, and even rarities, and once you learn to combine them properly, you could take a base damage pistol and turn it into a room-clearing death laser. The modding system is complex, but it's also Warframe's greatest strength. It's what lets you turn any playstyle into something viable. Now let's talk about Mastery Rank. This is your account-wide level, and it's Warframe's way of tracking how much stuff you've used. Leveling up new weapons, frames, companions, etc. gives you Mastery XP. As your rank goes up, you unlock more weapons, higher standing caps with factions, and flex rights. Higher MR doesn't make you better by default, but it does open more options, and Warframe is a game about options. Between mods and mastery, this is where the real grind begins. Warframe doesn't reward sticking to one weapon forever. It wants you to experiment, level something weird, try a new build, and see what clicks. And sometimes that means throwing a potato into a flamethrower shotgun and making it your main for 40 hours. There's no wrong way to play. Just make sure you're modded up and ready to melt things. Alright. So up to this point, Warframe has been all vibes, no plot. You're running missions, collecting loot, wondering why every faction wants to kill you, and then suddenly one quest drops and the whole tone changes. That's the second dream. It's the first true somatic quest, and it hits like a truck. If you go in blind, and you absolutely should, it will completely reframe how you see this game. But here's the kicker. The game never tells you this is coming. There's no blinking marker screaming, "Important lore, this way." You just have to follow the star chart, complete planet junctions, and suddenly, boom, you're watching cutscenes that feel like they were directed by a depressed anime god. The game starts asking deep questions about who you are, what you are, and why you've been doing all this murder. After the second dream, you've got the war within, the sacrifice, the new war, and so much more. Each one adds layers to the universe and gives you deeper control over your character. And the tone, it gets dark. We're talking betrayals, character deaths, cosmic horror, and genuinely emotional moments that stick with you. Even if you started playing for the power fantasy, the storytelling creeps up on you until you're suddenly crying over a broken Warframe or shouting, "What just happened?" at your screen at 2 a.m. That said, the pacing can be weird. You might spend 10 hours running relics and modding your shotgun, then suddenly get hit with a heartbreaking revelation. It's jarring, but it also Warframe at its best. It earns your emotional investment by letting you live in the world first, then slowly peeling back the layers. If you're here for story, just know it takes a bit to get there, but once it does, you're in for one of the most unique narratives in modern gaming. So, you've cleared the cinematic quests, unlocked a billion weapons, and finally stopped getting lost in your orbiter. What now? Welcome to Warframe's endgame, which is less of a singular goal and more of a buffet of chaos. You've got steel paths, sorties, arbitrations, eidolons, and so much more. And then there's prime farming. Every Warframe weapon has a shinier prime version locked behind relics. You'll spend hours doing just one more run because you're this close to getting prime Wukong's monkey crown. And when Baro Katir shows up, say goodbye to your ducats. But beneath all that lies the real endgame. Fashion frame. Making your Warframe look cool is not optional. It's the point. Warframe has top-tier customization, colors, armor sets, trails, sigils, all of it. People will judge your fashion before your DPS. There's a saying in the community. Come for the gameplay, stay for the fashion. And it's true. Whether you're rocking a spooky void look or an unhinged hot pink rhino, the drip is real. It's your identity. It's how you feel powerful. Okay, so technically Warframe has PvP. It's called Conclave, and it exists. That's really all you need to know. Warframe shines in PvE. That's where the game lives. You'll unlock systems like Railjack, open world zones, and the wild void loop that is the Deviri paradox. Some of it will confuse you. That's fine. Don't rush into every system. Pick what's fun and come back to the rest later. Join a clan. I cannot stress this enough. Warframe's community is helpful and kind, and a clan unlocks gear, research, and friends who can answer questions when the wiki fails. Don't hoard resources like they're rare gems. Use them. Everything comes back. This game is built on cycle and resets. Embrace it. Craft your stuff. Spend your credits. Move on. Most importantly, take your time. There is no finish line. No one to impress. Warframe is a personal journey, and when it clicks hard. So yeah, Warframe is weird. It's overwhelming, but it becomes something special. Whether you're here for the gameplay, the fashion, or the feels, this game will get its hooks in you. If this video helped, drop a like, sub if you're vibing, and let me know what frame got you addicted. And if you want lore deep dives or Deviri survival tips, those are coming soon. Until then, take it slow, bullet jump often, and remember, your fashion is your power. See you out there, Tenno.